Our next speaker, a little bit of a change from comedy, we're now going to go on to poetry. Her name is Kaecey, and she's a writer and the former poet laureate of Cupertino. And she's going to be sharing poems about her New England upbringing, her traditions that come from her mom's Irish family, and how, as an adult, she's choosing what to leave behind and what will stay with her. So, take it away, Kaecey.
Thank you, Ritu. And hi, everybody. So nice to see everybody coming out to support cultural impact in the community. I love hearing these stories. As Ritu said, I'm Kaecey McCormick, and I'm a writer. I write poetry, I write fiction, I write creative nonfiction, and then for my day job, I'm a freelance writer, so it's all writing all the time. And tonight I was asked to share a few poems about how my heritage shaped me and how it's changed over time. And this is a little bit of a difficult question for me sometimes, because I feel like heritage is equated with culture. And coming from a mixed European background, I often feel cultureless. But I thought about it, and I've thought about it a lot over the years. And when I think about what has shaped me and my identity, I think about my time growing up in rural New England, the influence of my mother's massive Irish Catholic family, and my father's somewhat dysfunctional family. And then I think about the decisions I have to make about what I take with me, with my own children, and how I marry those two, how I marry my past and my present and shape my future. So I thought I'd share just a poem or two from each of these instead of a story. So, okay, that's what I have. Thank you so much for listening. I would love to, I wanted to stay for the full thing, but I have an obligation tonight, so I have to leave at 5. But I've left my business cards kind of back by the Kleenex box if anyone's interested. I often hold community events, workshops on creative writing, things like that. And I have a book coming out in June. I'll be holding a workshop that's kind of related to that. So if you go to I had flyers and I was rushing and forgot them, I'm sorry. But if you go to my website, there's a way to register for that. It's free. Thank you very much. And thank you, Ritu, for everything you're doing.
Thank you so much for
questions. Do people have questions?
Oh yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah.
Yeah, did anybody have questions? Yeah.
So I was just curious, I know about Indian superstitions, so when you mentioned some New England superstitions, I'm curious what they are.
Yeah, so one of them, this is the strangest one that I'll share, because I've been meaning to look into it. I'm not quite sure how this comes about, but the strangest one is that on the first of the month, you want to see 3 bunny rabbits. And that will guarantee good fortune and that good things will happen. So my mom now is so happy that there's texting, because she can text me like 3 emojis of rabbits. So every month my whole entire family chain gets like these 3 bunny emojis, and I'm like, what? So that's one of them. But we often had, a lot of them are tied into like Catholicism. So there would be like, something happened, go say a novena, and that'll cancel out the other thing and things like that. So yeah, any other questions or? Okay, thank you so much.